Alright, this is my presentation on Robert Pruitt. It's called Portraits of Activism. This is his most updated photo online. This is the artist we will be discussing today. A brief biography. He is a contemporary artist born in Houston, Texas. He has a bachelor's in fine arts from Texas Southern University and a master's in fine arts from University of Texas, Austin. He is known for exploring Black identity and culture through drawings, painting, and sculptures. He is most known for his large portraits. This is our first portrait we will be discussing today, called Silk and Soul. I felt that this was a portrait based on identity and culture through music. You can see that she has an album covering her face, and on that album it is a picture of Nina Simone. I felt like a lot of people identify in Black culture through our music, and she is a known Black feminist and Black civil rights leader. This one is observing the birth anniversary of the Big Beautiful Bang. I saw this as a abstract way of discussing pregnant Black mothers. I felt that he was trying to portray that Black mothers are somewhat of a cash cow for America, and we are the Big Bang of America because a lot of money came from slavery and prison labor, and Black children are used for labor in the workforce, just why she is covered in dollar bills. This one is called Lady of High Rank. I felt like this was celebrating Black culture through hair and her bamboo earrings that are very known things for Black women in the 90s. I felt like he was trying to portray Black elders, and the Black elders, the aunties and the mothers, are the leaders of the Black community. I really enjoyed this one. I thought the way her hair, and if you can look really closely at her hair, she also has a little crown in her hair. This one is called Heaven and Earth. This one portrays a Black woman covered in some sort of net. She also has on waist beads. I'm going to presume she is fully nude. And I felt this was a celebration of Black women and plus size Black women. Heaven on Earth, I felt like he was saying that might be his ideal type, or the ideal type of Black woman he wants to celebrate. This picture is titled Abduction and Annunciation. I wasn't too sure what he was trying to portray here, but I really enjoyed the drawing. I felt like it reminded me of Kadeem Wiley. I can see how he's laid on the couch and sprawled out. I feel like Wiley has a lot of paintings that are very similar to this, of having people kind of laid out looking to heaven. I felt like this was a play on religion because of the Annunciation. I looked that up, and that was religious, like the day Jesus comes and everyone ascends to heaven. That's what that meant. So I presume they are waiting to go to heaven. This is a self-portrait of Robert Pruitt. I added this because I felt like it's very real and very telling. I feel like a lot of people would try to make themselves look better or try to draw themselves in the best light. I thought it was interesting that he drew himself in his natural state without any suit, any clothes, just him kind of chilling, because all of his pictures online were just him kind of in his art studio chilling. I thought it was a very, very interesting way to portray himself in his own self-portrait. This piece titled Aloe Vera was my favorite of the bunch. I felt like this was some sort of symbolism. The aloe vera plant is known to be extremely healing. People use it in their hair and on their skin. They use it to heal scars, use it as chapstick, they use it in makeup. Like it's very universal. I feel like it's something that black women specifically use a lot in many different things. So using the black woman dressed as aloe vera was a symbol. And I also feel like it's a symbol of black women being healing and how people see, hold on, mama, how people see black women as healers of the earth and how they commonly go to black women when they need some sort of help or healing. This drawing, titled Creator and Redeemer, I felt was like a play on religion. It's obviously some sort of religious commentary. How it has one woman displayed with a religious mosaic on her back, and she has some sort of scripture across her chest. I feel like they both are telling something about religion, and I felt like it was also saying that black women are the creator of earth, the creators of beings, and how they are God. I felt she was meant to be some type of creator, some type of God, and she was the redeemer. She was the person who is on earth now who is going to be redeemed by religion. Our last slide is titled Red Ribbon Hair. This was the simplest of artworks I found. I felt that it was just meant to portray black women as proud and strong. You can tell in her stance, the way she's sitting is very masculine. She's also wearing jeans and a button up. I saw that as being extremely masculine. You can tell by the way her head is high and she's looking directly forward. You can tell she's very strong, very proud. I thought this was also commentary on black women and culture and how they must be masculine and strong. If you look closely, she also has an Egyptian sphinx in her hair, and it is a female ruler. So I feel like it is a portrayal of her being a black queen. This piece is titled Stunning Like My Daddy. Obviously, everybody knows that song. It's a hip hop song from the 90s, which is another portrayal of black culture. You can see his, what's it called, Coochie hat. That's something very famous by LL Cool J and other rappers in the 90s. His somewhat sweater or poncho, I would say, is an example of African culture and how blending African and hip hop is something we do in America, and how hip hop is just another extension of African culture. So he is studying like his daddy. We are studying like the African people we come from. This piece is called Black Shining Princess. Obviously, this is meant to show that black women are royalty, and we are royalty as we are now, not dressed up, not fully made up, not Beyonce, not Meghan Markle, just as we are now. House gown. Obviously, this is her natural state. I think that he chose a modern looking woman to drive home the point of the celebration as the black woman as we are now. This is our last slide. This is couple in a vacant lot. This also reminded me of Wiley. This looks very, very reminiscent of his paintings and how he often portrays couples kind of laying on couches or benches in his artwork. This one, it kind of shows a sanctuary of black love in an unsavory place. If you look closely in the background, you can see the rats, you can see a dead body, you can see a raccoon, you can see some type of sign, and a snake warning them not to be there, but somehow they found sanctuary in this spot. I feel like that is a play on how black people are often birthed in hoods or places that aren't necessarily meant to be safe or where people find safety, but we tend to find love and safety in those places, and we tend to be comfortable in those places, even though other people might not be. I think this is a strong piece to end the presentation on because it is a true commentary of Black art and it's a celebration of Black culture, no matter where you come from. Right. That is the end of our presentation. Do you guys have any questions? What's your question?
What do you feel Pruitt is trying to say when most of his paintings are surrounded with Black women?
I believe he is trying to say that Black women are the matriarch of Black culture. I believe a lot of what we have from Black culture is Black women, and Black women are the creators. Do you have any questions? No questions? Do you have another question?
I do have another question. What do you think the comparison is between Pruitt's art and Wiley's art?
I think the connection is their detail. They're both very detailed artists. They put a lot of detail in the backgrounds. A lot of artists tend to focus on the subject, they tend to focus on the background. I also believe that they both show social justice meanings in Black commentary in their art, and they both tend to use portrayals of young Black people, specifically women, in their art. Is that all your questions? Well, that will be the end of our presentation. I hope you enjoyed.